He's now the head coach of UConn football. So it's great to have back here on the Rich Eisen Show the great Jim Mora. How are you, Jim?
Rich, how about that, huh? I'm all the way back here in UConn. You used to hang out in this area when you were at ESPN. And
that's right. Yeah.
I'm back to coaching ball, which is what I love to do. And I tell you what, I couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah, I wanted to reach out to you and ask you how this came about and why it came about. So let's go to the why. Why do you want to? You said you'd love coaching ball and you missed it. Is that basically as simple as that?
Yeah. You know, Rich, I love coaching football. It's a passion. It's what I've done, really my entire adult life. It's been, as you know, what our family's been about my entire life. And I missed it. I missed it a lot. But I was taking some time for myself and for my family. And my youngest son, Trey, had kind of asked me, or we talked about me not coaching until he went off to college so that he wouldn't have to move or I wouldn't have to move away from him. And, when you're a coach or in like a lot of professions, your family makes sacrifices for you. And my kids had moved around the country and been uprooted and taken out of schools and plopped in new environments where they had to make new friends. And I had an opportunity really to take some time and just focus on my kids and let them grow in the areas that they were growing in and be around the friends that they'd made. And so I decided to do that. But Trey went off to college this year, and all four of my kids got me together, and they said, okay, Dad, we know you're passionate about coaching. We know you want to coach. It's time for you to go do it again. And so this job came open, and I had the go-ahead from my family, and so I reached out to them, and we connected, and over the course of probably a month, Rich, we had 4 or 5 Zoom calls, and my interest continued to grow. I was over in Italy a week and a half ago, and the athletic director, David Benedict, got a hold of me. He says, listen, I want to come and see you in Idaho. I live in Sun Valley, Idaho now. I ski and hike and fly fish and climb and mountain bike and all those fun things. And when I got home from Italy, he was already in Idaho waiting for me. And we spent 6 entire days together talking about this job and the challenges. They've struggled. I mean, they've really, really struggled. And he put me on the phone with the governor. He put me on the phone with a bunch of their supporters. He put me on the phone with business people, with alumni, with former players. And to a person, they all just expressed amazing support for this program and a real desire to get it back on track. And it just became more and more inviting to me. I loved being at UCLA. I mean, I loved it. I hated the fact that it ended because I would have loved to have been there forever, but it did, and that's how it goes. But one of the things I thought if I got a chance to get back in is I wanted to be in a college town. I wanted to be where I could live right by campus. And at UCLA, I live 20 minutes away, and with traffic, sometimes that could be an hour and a half, 2 hours. So yeah. I'm in a college town. It's a program that needs an infusion of energy and passion, and I think I can provide that. And I'm just completely jacked up about this opportunity.
So you're breaking bread over the Neatery up there in Sun Valley, one of the best spots on planet Earth.
Well,
I've been there.
We ran into each other in the Neatery, remember?
I know we have done
family.
that.
This was 2 years ago. You and I ran into each other in the Neatery.
It's a great spot. It's a great spot, great mom and pop spot there in Sun Valley, Idaho. So he's putting you on the phone with Ned Lamont. Here's what you're saying. Did you chat with Gino Auriemma too? Did you get on?
Oh my God! Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
I went to dinner last night with Gino.
Okay. Yeah.
Epic experience. Epic. Do you know Gino?
I don't know him. No, I've heard.
You would love him.
Okay.
If you were back here, we got to go to dinner with Gino.
All right.
So I wish that I had a microphone and a recording device with me at dinner last night, because he's the most down to earth, normal guy. But everything that comes out of his mouth, first of all, he's got an amazing command of the English language, and when I say that, he's Italian, but I'm not saying the way he talks. I mean, the things he's able to talk about, he's so intellectual, but he says it in a way that makes so much sense. And it was like a lesson in coaching and a lesson in life. And I wanted to say, hey, Gino, whoa, stop for a minute. Let me get my phone out and record all these things you're saying, because when you spend the time with him like I got to last night, you realize why his teams have been so great. And, why he's won world championships for our country and gold medals for our country and 11 national championships. It was unbelievable, Rich. You would have been in heaven as well. I was.
Well, I'm sure red wine might have been involved as well,
I'm going to tell you that there was a little bit of red wine poured, and we went to his restaurant. He has an Italian restaurant here in Manchester, so we went to his restaurant. We had some great bread. We had amazing wine. We might have had a beer or two. I think he had a Manhattan. I think he likes Manhattan. We had some pasta, and it was great.
This is so cool. So it's you, Dan Hurley, and Gino now with the football and basketball program. So where do you see UConn football going, Jim? Like, what's the goal here? Like,
Rich, it has to go up. Okay, right now we're down a bit. We're kind of on the floor, and these kids. What I've been so impressed with, and I've only been around them for a few days. I went to the Clemson game. So I got to meet him a little bit. Was on the plane with him coming back here. So I'm getting to know him a little bit, but I'm absolutely amazed by their character, their enthusiasm. I mean, they're fighting, and they're fighting for each other, and they're proud. They hate to lose, but they're not walking around with their heads down. I haven't seen any indications of poor attitude, which I think is a real credit to the staff that's here and Lou Spanos, who's an interim head coach. But it gives me hope, because it's been a tough year. You lose your head coach early. You're not winning games. You're at a basketball school. Basketball season's starting. Everyone's excited about basketball, and yet you've got a couple games left. And, it'd be really easy to mail it in, and these guys aren't doing that. But, Gino and Dan, they're higher on the totem pole. They're up there. I'm just way down at the base, and I got to try to work my way up, and we've got to work our team's way up, and we will.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.